Now inside the temple, big temple in Tokyo. Okay, continue.
Oh, okay. I'd like to start by, is everybody familiar with the term era? Okay, so basically, we have our own way of counting. So for example, today we're in the year 2025, but in Japanese, we can also write it as year 7 of Reiwa era. And what this means is our current emperor has been crowned 7 years ago, and this is the 7th year. So we have this emperor system for a very long time. It goes all the way back to 711 BC. So we counted our history or days according to this system. Now, I'd like to go back in time in 1500s. So before Edo period, we were in what we call war period, Sengoku period. And there was lots of civil war inside of the country, many battles. And it was not a united nation like we are today. A lot of samurais wanted to bring peace. It was actually very, very difficult. One man actually succeeded in, uniting all of Japan and becoming himself as the position shogun. His name is Tokugawa Ieyasu. There are so difficult names. It's Tomonaga in the show actually, but Tokugawa is a very big, famous man, famous name in Japanese history. Now, after he got his position as shogun, he started working as a government, and he decided to base himself here. But we didn't have the name Tokyo yet, so he named it Edo. And by the way, Edo means where the water meets land. So talking about the Tokyo Bay Area, and also he thought it's a flat area, so it's a good place to start working. Now, he did start working as a government, but not only himself, but his sons for 15 generations took over. And this 15th generation is the 265 years of what we call the Edo period. And Edo period, this is how we write Kyoto. But Kyoto means capital city. And Tokyo, this one means east. And Kyoto is actually
Capital.
Kyoto. So when the emperor moved, that means the capital has been moved. So they just literally means eastern version of Kyoto, eastern capital. Yes. So and the emperor that moved from Kyoto to the land of Edo is the Emperor Meiji. And since the Edo period has ended, we soon enter the new era called Meiji era. And very briefly, but Meiji era is actually a very exciting one because many things, yes. So, for example, from Meiji, we finally started having relations with more countries outside of Japan. This meant that our cultures changed. For example, eating habits changed. Like we started eating dairy, or we started eating beef. We did not have beef before that. And our clothing obviously changed. We had some kimono style clothing, like or samurai style clothing during Edo. But from Meiji we started wearing pants and skirts and button shirts, and that was from Meiji. We also started political wise, we started running differently. But Meiji himself was very passionate about sharing culture with the future to the outside world. If anybody's been to the Meiji Jingu Shrine, not yet, I really recommend going to this shrine. Meiji Jingu.
Sorry, I you could write it down.
Okay, of course.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, this in English. This looks the same. Does it sound differently based on where it is in the word? Because
It's Oh, sorry.
No, I'm
It's actually the same.
same. Okay.
So, Kyoto and
It's outside.
outside.
It's making very big museum here, guys. She is starting already to build that, and I can see a little bit here. That's already big building, and then it's still extending this side. So that's big museum, and then we're gonna go through inside the big temple.
So here, we have
You have to check the inside of the temple here. Oh, I think we cannot get in there. I'm not too sure. Okay, let's see, guys, if we can get in there.
The idea is very cool to fancy. So this building right here, this is called a Doshin Bansho. So Doshin means lowest ranking samurai, and Bansho is a guardhouse. So here is the first place to be checked before going into the Honmaru, the main circle area. So they'll be checking what kind of person you are, but also the number of people going inside, the number of people leaving, to make sure there's no spies being left into the important area. And I'd like to share with you some details of Japanese old buildings. So, for example, this roof, it's very common that it's shaped like this, so we have the rain, the water coming down. And at the very end, we have this sign of Kuridot and a flow of each room. And it's a very common, popular sign in Asian countries, but for example, the yin and yang is very close, right? But these three dots are representing heaven, man, and hell, and how it is in endless harmony. In Japanese, means 100 people, 100 men, and Bansho is a guardhouse. So this is the second place to be checked. And in this building, it had constantly 100 plus 25 superior samurais guarding this place. So to make sure that this building is full of 125 men 24/7 was to have the group in 4 teams. So this had 500 people taking turns, taking shifts to make sure whoever here is well rested and ready to be on duty. So this building is actually about 40 meters long, but it might seem a little bit too small for 125 men, right? But they say that this is not the place to be relaxed, and also, well, it's actually a pretty good job to have back in the day, because it takes pretty high honor to be working this close to the Edo Castle. It's a very big deal, so it was actually a desired job.
Attention please. Attention please. Madame Marie-France Benson. Madame Marie-France Benson. Please come to Otemon Gate office. Please come to Otemon Gate office. Thank you. Attention please. Attention please. Madame Marie-France Benson. Madame Marie-France Benson. Please come to Otemon Gate office. Thank you.
Gates. So this is marked by the highest ranking summer. You see the ranking of summer getting higher and higher. Which means I've seen a lot of defense tricks like the 90 degrees angles and the stairs, but there was actually no single attack made in the Edo here. So to answer your question, prepared. Let's say. Sorry, I'm just nervous when I see the camera. So some people say that because they were prepared, no one actually thought of attacking the place. Yes, everybody knew that.
We're walking now inside the garden. It's really green. Nice nature. Right, guys. See? Nice and bushy. Green. See that? Oh, really green.